Hey everyone, we're talking about toes, feet, and ankles today. I'm going to show you to be really helpful. So let's get started. So hopefully you can see my feet and toes here. I'm actually going to go this way. I'm going to offset my feet a little bit so you can see what's going on. So real simple, we're going to start with your toes. Now notice the balls of my feet are going to stay connected to the floor, and I'm going to lift my toes up, all of my little toes, including my pinkies. Sometimes the tendency is for the pinky toe to go down. I want to try to get that pinky toe up. I'm just going to hold for 5, 10, 15 seconds and relax. And you should feel all of these muscles, even all the way up the shins. Another tendency is for the balls of the feet to come up. Don't worry about that. Just lifting the toes up and then just holding. Same thing, 5, 10, 15 seconds. For the sake of time today, I'm just going to hold for several. Okay, let's do that one more time. Lifting those toes up and just holding. Now, you might be surprised how difficult this is the first time you do it. That's okay. Just the important part is trying to put the effort into doing it the right way. Good, relax it. Now, this one, again, it'll be hard to see. I'm actually going to curl my toes. I'm using my hand to demonstrate against the carpet, so against the fabric of the carpet, okay? So I'm not just going like this with my toes. I'm trying to push them down into the ground and pull against the fabric of the carpet. All right, let's try it. Okay, right there. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm going to hold 5, 10, 15 seconds and then relax. Again, it's probably easier to see with my fingers, but I'm actually going like that as opposed to just going thump, thump. I'm actually trying to get some resistance. So let's try it again. With my toes, pushing into the carpet. I'm pulling the fabric of the carpet on the ground, holding 5, 10, 15 seconds. Good, relax. And notice I'm not just bunching my toes up either. I'm trying to keep my toes like that. Let's try it one more time. Toes pushing down, squeezing against the carpet. Now, if you're doing this correctly, you should actually feel the muscles in the arch of your foot kick in. Be gentle with these to start, especially if you've never done them, because I bet you anything you might get a cramp down there. So start gentle, and with each one, you can go a little harder. Okay, next exercise, we're going to move away from the toes, and we're going to go up into the ankles, all right? Let me do this first one like this. Actually, we'll offset them again. So we're going to do heels. You're going to pull your heels up towards your knees, okay? Just like that. And you're just going to hold. Now, on this one, be kind of cognizant of what your hips are doing. It's real easy just to kind of pull from your hip and lift your whole foot. But you're trying to use these muscles back here, your soleuses. Let's pull those up again. Again, hold them for 5 seconds or longer. And then relax. Good, let's do that one more time. Lifting it up. And just holding. And relax. Now, real simple, we'll transition to lifting your feet up. Now, when we do this exercise, notice my toes aren't going to pull up. They'll come up, but I'm not pulling from my toes anymore. I'm actually pulling from my shin, and I'm lifting my foot up. Think of this bone in your foot here, lifting up to your shin. Okay, so here's the exercise. As simple as that. And you're going to hold. And you should feel these shin muscles kick in. And then relax. Good, let's do that again. Lifting up. Good, right now we're just warming these guys up, okay? And then we'll get into some more challenging stuff in a little bit. Lifting up. Yeah, good. And again, I'm just doing 3 repetitions. You could do 6, 7 repetitions. It's totally up to you. Now this one, we're going to peel the inside edges of the feet up. And then this one's tough to see. We'll peel the outside edges of the feet up. Let me go this way to see if you can see that lift up. It's so subtle. See how there's not much of a shadow there right now? And then when I lift up, there's a little more of a shadow. But I'm trying to take this part of my foot up to this part of my leg. It might be easier to see it like this. That's what I'm trying to do, that way and then that way. Okay? So let's do them together. Again, just warming these up. So I'm going to peel the inside edges of my feet up. I'm going to hold and then relax. Now it's easy to move from the legs to make it kind of look like I'm doing it. You want to try to keep these legs relatively still and then pull the inside edge up. Again, just holding for 5 seconds or more. I'll just do 2 repetitions for the sake of time. And now we're going to lift the outside edges of the feet up. Again, it's going to be real subtle. I'm trying to move from my ankles, not from my legs. But you should feel these muscles kind of along the outside edges of your feet, your lower legs, I mean. Good, relax. We'll just do that one more time. And lifting those up. Again, I can feel these muscles kicking in, and I'm holding and rest. And of course, after you've done that, you can go into some of your more traditional, just kind of like ankle circles. That feels really good. Ankle circles. I can go the other way. You could do several of those, 20 of those. Again, it's up to you. Cool. Now let's get into some of our strength exercises. Now to help me out here today, I've got Mr. William Shakespeare. All right, so I'm actually going to use a thick book. This is actually the complete Pelican works of William Shakespeare. I highly recommend it. It's got every play, every poem, every sonnet. And I'm actually going to, I know some of you are going, don't do it, Patrick, don't use the book. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. That way I'm going to get a little more range, and we're just going to do a simple heel raise. Okay, I'm going to do 8 to 12 of these, super slow. Now, some of you might want to go to doing a single leg, which is totally fine. But here's the deal. If you go single leg, you're not going to get nearly as much range, okay? You can work on that, getting up to a bigger and bigger range. But if you go to single leg, that range is going to be immediately shortened. So right now, using both feet, I'm trying to lift my heels up as high as I can go. Good. Good. Again, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do all my repetitions, but you could do 8 to 12 of those. Now let's flip it around this way. Now I'm going to put my heels on the edge of the book, and I'm going to lift my feet up. Again, this is just giving me a little more range by having this book under my heels so my feet have somewhere to go. They don't run into the floor. And same thing, I would do 8 to 12 of these, nice and slow. Now you can't see my upper body, but my upper body is nice and still, and my hands are against a wall to help me keep my balance. Super difficult to maintain balance when you're just on your heels. Okay. Cool. So there you go. There's some exercises you can do for your toes, your feet, and your ankles. We did a really thorough warm-up, very thorough warm-up. Some strength exercises too. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Keep exercising, and remember, this is a time that you can really work on some detailed stuff you might not normally work on, especially when you don't have access to a gym. So take advantage of this time and use this time to keep working on your goals, and maybe even filling in some gaps that you exercises you normally wouldn't be doing. All right, guys, take care. Please email me if you have any questions at all. All right, bye.